Oh, we befriended her. Specializes in gun-based long-range strikes and astral arts. Use her to hit enemies from a safe distance. And use healing arts, blah blah. So pilot target flying and astral art wielding enemies. Okay. What about Zephyr? Okay, we have like a pulled together mana pool. Boreal stuff. Resurrection. 48 TP, CP, jeez.
Our cover's been blown here. Get a move on. We're moving to another base.
I guess Zephyr's more like a guest character. This game is definitely really different from other Tales games. I'm just hoping the story slowly makes sense.
Glanimede Castle, stronghold of Lord Balseph, self-imposed ruler of all Calaglia.
I've never seen it from this close before.
That's it, all right. And next to it are the Gates of Fire. Take a good long look while you still can. That wall is what we've come to tear down. The only thing standing between us and freedom.
Freedom.
Let's go.
Supposed to be a gate? Dude,
Be careful.
like
If you
a-
get close
just
to a
a
super,
mount.
they'll attack.
Change your controls during combat. Okay, first menu. In the menu to change your character's control.
Don't go charging off like that. I'm on it. Don't let them form a pack. One
I'm
final
gonna need
push.
to change these
Give them all we
controls.
got.
Here I come!
This is it. Dig deep.
Easier said than done.
No excuses. This is up to us.
Oh, okay, I see the HP bar now.
Pathetic.
Jesus, I think I got hit once, so I was almost dead.
Don't fight any enemies you can otherwise avoid. All right?
Makes sense. If we try to take them all on, there'll be no end in sight.
You sure won't hear me complaining.
Antidote. A stomach keeps microbes at bay as it breaks down toxins. Storing it together with food will make
What a weird
food
stomach.
last long.
I sense a strange power from it. We should gather as many as we can find.
Holy cow, we can
Normally
jump.
I don't pick on this weak point.
I'm only getting
Fall back.
I'll bring you back from Death's Abyss.
I'm circle and bring down.
Oh, yeah, I don't think this is someone we should be fighting, really. Balsif is really weak and can get one shot.
I can feel my power growing.
I don't know if I'm a big fan of this combat.
This is...
Seems you found something good. Supplies like that are valuable. Never overlook them.
Got it. I'll remember that.
Let's stop a moment to catch our breath.
But I've barely worked up a sweat.
Speak for yourself. What do you want, a medal? Doesn't look like we're being followed. Fail to grab these rare moments of quiet when you can. You'll end up regretting it later.
You're the boss.
Campground will restore your party's HP and CP. While resting, you can watch skits and cutscenes that you previously viewed.
Normally, we should take turns standing guard. But this first time, I'll watch over things so you two can rest easy.
You
I've
can
never
also
just sat
buy
and
stuff
watched
from
a
the
fire
stage.
like-
Why is there downloadable content at the campfires?
A Master Core, huh? Now I see. So that's why Balsef's cronies were so desperate to catch her.
Is that what it's called? The jewel in her chest?
Oh, right. You don't remember a damn thing, do you? Fair enough. Guess it's time to fill you back in. Tell me, you ever wonder why we Dahnans are made to work ourselves to the bone, day in, day out?
Well, when you put it like that, I always just assumed we were mining resources for them.
And don't you think it'd be quicker if they used all that high-powered tech they have? Why go to all the trouble of relying on weak human labor? Listen, what the Renans are really after isn't resources or minerals. It's astral energy. They're harvesting the astral energy that sleeps inside all matter in life forms. And they're doing it the same way they have for the past 300 years, using us Dahnans as mere siphons.
Right. They have machines for minerals, but extracting from Dahnans requires spirit cores. Any astral energy collected passes through a spirit vessel on its way to being stored in a master core.
But why go to the trouble of collecting all this energy in the first place? Do they really need all that juice just to use astral arts?
It determines the Sovereign.
Sovereign? Is that the Renan ruler?
Exactly. 5 lords, each doing whatever it takes to gather as much astral energy as they can and store it in their master cores. Whichever of them manages to accumulate the most power at the end of their contest is crowned the ruler of the Renan motherland. A new crown contest, as they call it, is held every decade or so.
So you see, the Master Cores are the receptacles in which the Lords store their power. And we Dahnans are sacrificed, so the Renans can choose their new ruler.
That's insane! You're telling me that's what our people have been dying for this whole time?
Relax, hero. You're not the only one who's bent out of shape about the whole thing. There are 2 things that I haven't been able to get my head around yet. What business would a Renan have stealing a Master Core? And what's the deal with that blazing sword?
I think the sword is a physical manifestation of the Master Core's astral energy. As for why it took the shape of a sword, well, I don't know any more than you do. Honest.
And that stuff about needing your permission to use it? What was that about?
I'm the only one of us who can control the Master Core to some extent. Without me to adjust the flow of astral energy, the sword can't take a physical form.
What do you want out of this? You may be one of them, but you don't strike me as the ruthless oppressor type.
I'm going to take down all of the lords.
Never thought I'd say this, but I like the cut of your jib, Renan. Very well. As far as we're concerned, the struggle continues either way. And with that sword on our side, our chances of victory just increased. That is, of course, assuming we can count the two of you in.
Fine by me. After all, it sounds like we're after the same thing anyway.
Honestly, I'm still a little confused by all this. But if it's a choice between this or going back to being a slave, then I choose to fight.
Then it's settled. Together, we'll overthrow the Renan Lords. And first up on that chopping block is Balseph, the wild beast. Sound good?
I've gotta hurry.
We have another secret hideout in Ulzebek, not far from here. We should be able to meet up with our comrades there.
Jesus, I was like, what the hell is that? I thought they moved us
I
away.
hate camping out.
I like how he didn't question her though. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna kill the Lord. It's like, cool.
We should be able to eat this. Whenever you find some, make sure to grab it.
It's edible, huh? Good to know.
Oh my god. Good thing there's no fall damage.
What's this thing?
Hey, Sage. Like Iron Mask is literally just a character, like, or us. Like, yep. Confused as fun. Apple gel. That's a familiar item.
That
at
is
least.
one enormous stray.
I don't think we can take it right now.
Giant Zulus roams around certain areas. I couldn't read that
We've
game.
almost made it to Ulzebek.
I'm hearing you stay away from it though.
I'll take you all on.
What is the thing pushing the cart? I am on semi-auto.
Guess we gotta roll with it. How's this? Had it coming. No escape. Everything's coming up, Zephyr.
Oh, we don't get victory screens now that I'm thinking about it.
What's this thing?
What are we gonna do? No victory screens is better in the long run. You know, they add a little character to people too. I remember when I was gonna change now. don't know if I can change it out here.
Work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
Dogtail resembling that of a wise noble. Inu, when combined with a set of ears, makes it tempting to run around barking everywhere.
That's an unusual bird.
It's an owl. They're often used as a symbol to represent ancient Dana.
That owl was in the shape of like a Dromedon.
Cut it out. Didn't anyone ever tell you it's rude to stare?
I know I already asked you this, but are you sure we haven't met somewhere before?
What's so hard to understand? I'm Renan, you're Danon. There's no way. Besides, I'm from Lenegis. Trust me, wherever you were before you lost your memory, we've never crossed paths.
Lenegis? You mean the same Lenegis that's up in the sky? I've heard it called the Renan's Castle, but I never imagined people actually lived up there.
Well then, where did you think we all lived? Didn't you see the Renan Lords descend for the crown contest?
And how long ago was that?
Well, the current contest started 7 years ago, so...
Then I wouldn't remember.
Just how far back do you remember?
About a year, give or take. That's how long ago Doc found me.
1 year. Then no. I'm sorry, but there really is no way we could have met.
Guess not.
Seems like a plot point waiting to happen.
Gotta break through! Here I come!
Here's a healing art!
Here I come!
Every time. Is it? It's this. Okay. Oh, there we go.
See ya!
Oh god, I have no idea how to change my fucking fighting style.
Mirage! You're mine! One final push! Right! Give them all we got! Slash! It's over! I'll run you through!
Oh man, manual doesn't even auto aim you on
Whoa,
to whatever you're
Take
locked
a look
onto.
at that.
I probably should have read that. Parallax though? Something that can revive or relieve numbness when rubbed, making it prized by those who have to maintain the same posture for extended periods of time. Guessing these are just all ingredients we can use for food. Every time I see an attack wind up, I kind of panic for a second and mash thieve, which is not dodge in this game. Yeah, those soul stones or whatever that. Remind me of X-Sphere.
Okay,
especially
people,
like the
this is
Renan
it.
are
Ulzbek.
farming people basically.
No sign
for
of any
it.
Renan guardsmen.
The Renans aren't as populous as the Danans. Probably figure stationing guards in a place like this would be a waste of precious manpower.
So this is where the next safe house is?
Yes. The last place they'd think to look for enemies is on their own doorstep.
That is, assuming anyone actually made it here before us.
Zephyr!
Looks like we needn't have worried. Come on.
I'll have to jump in the wall to get this.
What's this doing up here?
That's not sanitary at all. Forget there's a dash button.
Zephyr, you made it! See? I told you there's no way Zephyr would have kicked the bucket.
Fine, you were right. So, what's the plan?
Well, we've got an ace up our sleeve, and the enemy's in disarray. I say we strike while the iron's hot.
So we're finally going head-to-head with Balseph.
That's right. We can't afford to mess this up. It's now or never.
Then now it is! We've all been waiting for this day for far too long!
Leave the plan to me. In the meantime... Yeah, you two need to do something about your outfits.
I have just the thing for your size. Stay right there, okay?
I feel like we're gonna stand out either way.
Ta-da! I told you, it fits like a dream. I'm afraid we don't have any Renan clothing. I could find you some Danon outfits. But something tells me you'd rather pass.
Is this really that important?
In case you need reminding, I'm here because our interests overlapped. Nothing more. At no point did I say I've given up being a Renan. Now, let's play nice. How about you ask Nate and see what he says? He's our one-stop shop for info around here. With any luck, he might just know something.
Staying incognito would be more important. I'm guessing we're gonna lose the mask after we defeat Balseph. He's the whole first boss we're gonna take
Nath,
out by the looks
we
of
need your
it.
help.
Ah, damn. Never the manpower when you... Huh? Help, huh? What kind? Is it urgent?
Well, no, not exactly.
Well, in that case, would you mind helping me out with something first? The work's really piled up around here.
What is it you'd like us to do?
Anything you can manage. No one cares about us slaves. That's why it's all the more important that we stick together and take care of each other. Check in with that guy over there for details on what needs doing. And thanks in advance.
I feel like somebody's watching us.
Maybe there's someone around.
Because we stick out like a sore thumb.
Yes!
I like how it's just sound effects.
I guess.
I think everyone just knows who he is. Like, oh, it's Iron Man.
Got it.
Subquest. Talking to someone with a letter icon will start a subquest. Clearing these subquests will earn you rewards, and you can accept as many of them as you like. You can also check each one of their objectives from the activity record.
I had no idea the Crimson Crows were so active.
You sound pretty thrilled by that.
Thrilled? Maybe. But I'll settle for hopeful. We know now that not everyone is rolling over for the Renans.
You have more side quests? No, but we can restore our HP
Looks like we
for
get to
free.
sleep with a roof over our heads.
Oh, now where the hell do we go?
Try to be careful not to stand out too much. You're the only Renan around here, you know.
I know. I was just thinking about how communal it feels here, even though it's only supposed to be slave quarters.
Huh? Oh, yeah. When you put it like that, I guess it is different from heavily patrolled Mosgul. Were you expecting something more depressing?
It's likely a sign that Balsef doesn't think you guys can do anything to him.
What?
I mean, if Balsef thought the Crimson Crows actually posed a threat to him, you'd figure he'd be trying harder to suppress them.
You... No. You're probably right about that. All of the other Dahnans that aren't with the Crimson Crows accept the Renan's rule as simply a fact of life. From the day we're born, no, probably even before that, it's been drilled into us that the only purpose our lives have is to help select the next sovereign.
If they don't like the status quo, then they should fight it. Otherwise, they're endorsing it either way.
I see it differently, but that's just me. Speaking of Renans, do all of them think about things the way you do?
I won't deny that among my fellow Renans, power and status are everything. However, that isn't what this is about for me. I have something I need to do. And I'll do whatever it takes, and use whoever and whatever I need in order to get the job done. To hell with power.
I feel like the skip, even though the old ones are just characters' faces with blocks around them, add more personality to the characters than what they have right now. What the hell is a map? Supposed to be what, near a ravine? Down that way. Yeah, with the outfit, we're looking more like the main character in the opening.
Right, here goes! No escape! Here I come!
One more!
Flash!
Magna Ray!
You're mine! Rising Wyvern! Here I come! Rising Wyvern!
There!
Mirage!
Again!
You're finished! Try harder!
Sighted!
You're mine!
I'm only getting
You're
started!
finished! Take this! You're finished! Rising Wyvern! Strike! Mirage!
I feel like some attacks do not flow into each other.
Nicely done.
I wonder what level we can actually fight that thing at. There's something else down here? More carp. Oh, I still don't know how to feel about the new battle system.
What? They're all dead? How did this happen?
Soldiers, that's how.
Are you Iron Mask?
Yeah, I am. Dairon sent me to help. Hang in there!
I'm so glad you made it. In the bushes over there. You'll...
Hang on! Xion, do something!
It's no use. He's already dead.
Damn them! They've killed so many of us. and it's still not enough. They won't be satisfied until they've wiped us all out like pests.
He mentioned something about those bushes. We should check them.
Why is
Is
this character
this
so well known?
Cooking pot? But what is it doing here?
If I had to guess, he put it there to make sure a Renan wouldn't steal it.
So even though he knew he was dying, he chose to use the last of his strength to hide it, believing somebody would come for it. I guess you think it's stupid getting killed over a silly trinket, huh?
No. Clearly he risked his life for something he believed in. I would never mock someone for that. However, it will be up to us to figure out the purpose behind his dying act.
We'll make sure it wasn't in vain. If nothing else, this proves that the Renans can be outsmarted. We'll carry out your will, and see it through to the end.
Then we'd better get going. We don't know when those soldiers might be back to make another sweep of the area.
So this is what it means to fight the Renans.
Sounds like you're kind of scared to me.
Of course I am. But if I'm gonna die one way or another, I'd rather go down fighting.
Supplies was a cooking pot? That didn't seem worth it. I don't know, every time I look at the mask, I feel like it's just gonna break slowly as the story progresses. Like these.
Out of our way!
Supplies actually come back pretty fast. Wow. Nice back and forth. Now I'm dead.
I'll bring you back from Death's Abyss. I'll bring you back from Death's Abyss.
Does not seem like it's gonna go well. Wow.
Not done yet. Here I come. It's over. Slash.
Here's a healing
Take
arm.
this.
Pathetic.
Here I stay away from my friends. You're mine.
That does not help you die in like 2 hits.
You're finished. Rising Wyvern.
It's time to try to get out of here.
Take this. Everyone, fall back.
Definitely does not help you get two taps by anything. It kind of makes sense. They made combat like, easier to dodge attacks. Still,
You're mine. Rising Wyvern. No escape. You're finished. Rising Wyvern. You're mine. You're finished. Rising Wyvern. No escape. Mirage. You're mine. It's over.
also it's weird that you don't get like, any changes on attack directionally.
I'm only getting started.
I don't remember. I'm pretty sure Visario was like that.
Take this.
This
I
could
just
be
played
useful.
more Symphonia and Vesperia more recently. Well, it's a good thing we can heal for free here. achievement. They all seemed so shocked when the kid knew what was going on. Counter edge. After a perfect evade or a perfect block, press right bumper to trigger an immediate counter. Okay. Oh, these are titles. Summary: you can spend skill points to learn arts. Okay, making it worth your while to spend SP early and often. The skill panel can be accessed directly by pressing right D-pad. There's a skill you want to learn, but just don't have the SP for it. Highlight it in the skill panel and press X. Doing so will turn on an alert that will notify you once you have enough SP to finally unlock it. Mid-air evasion. That one seems pretty good. And these two are arts. Sonic Thrust. I think we're gonna go for mid-air evasion. KO prevention allows you to endure an enemy attack with 1 HP remaining. When taking an attack that would otherwise normally KO you. Increased near death attack / elemental attack. This game is definitely different. If that's how we're learning arts too.